Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our morning market update for Thursday, June the 22nd of 2017. This is George Papsov, Trade Pro Academy. I had to change my workstation. Today's the location of my workstation. It has a little bit of a rhyme to it. I'll tell you the background. I was sitting over on the other side of the room here, and it's been raining really hard all day here in Nicaragua. And when I say raining, I mean pouring. It's just coming down hard. And the place I was sitting, all my equipment was dry, but there was little drops just falling down on my head from up top, and that's like the ancient Chinese torture. So I started to freak out. I'm like, I can't do this all day. So I had to move all my equipment today, so I'm running a few seconds behind. But here we are, we're set up. So make a change every time something has to change in your life or be different. I'm an optimist by trade. I'm an optimist. There's always a benefit. The benefit today is I get to trade from my rocking chair. So there's going to be a lot of fat finger errors when I trade. Oops, there's 100 lots instead of 10. It's also going to be a little bit darker on camera. There you go. Let's bring the light out. Anyways, you're here to listen, not to see my face. I'm going to be the dark figure in the background and creep you guys out throughout the broadcast. Today's session, Asia, Japan's down 0.1%, Hong Kong down 0.1%, China down 0.3%, India's flat. In Europe, London's minus 0.4, Paris minus 0.3, Frankfurt flat. All the futures on the U.S. market are flat this morning. Crude is up 0.7% to $42.83, but dropping into the 42 handle now. So crude has just gotten annihilated the last 2 months. Gold's up 0.5%, trading 1251.70. Yesterday we talked about the 1242 to 45 zone being a great support. Today, we're seeing it already work. The price has bounced a little bit. I think you got a little bit of a rally up to 1259, 1262-ish before price rotates and heads back south on the gold market. Of course, a lot of that's dependent on how the S&P 500 futures do as well. All right, in terms of economic releases, let me just look at the other monitor. We had core retail sales out of Canada come out positive today. United States unemployment claims of the week. Every Thursday, we have unemployment claims. They came out at 8:30. At 241,000 versus 241 expected. So pretty much right in line with the expectation number. So not movement in the market as a result. So I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Put my hand up once and say I tried. It's just because the background's lighter than the foreground. All right, for the rest of the day, what do you got? You got consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Member Powell speaks from the FOMC at 10 a.m. as well. You got the leading index month to month at 10 a.m. You got a lot of stuff coming out at 10 a.m. 10:30 today, you got nat gas, the natty numbers. So that's natural gas storage expected at 55 billion. We'll see what we get. I love natural gas numbers. I trade it pretty actively and do well with it. And then 12 p.m. we got governor, board member, Makler speaking. So that's not midnight. That's 12 p.m. 2 p.m. we have MPC member Forbes speaking, and then have flash manufacturing PMI number out of Japan. So a pretty busy economic day. The biggest events are already out of the way. Core retail sales in Canada and unemployment claims have come out pretty much at expectation. Probably expect to see Canadian dollar doing a little bit better this morning. However, as oil gets annihilated, so does the Canadian dollar. So it'll be interesting to see how that holds out. All right, let's talk about the main event today. Not the main event, but the title of this YouTube video was regarding the Senate Republicans and their new healthcare bill. All right, they're going to release their version of a healthcare reform today at 9:30 a.m. right on the market open. So we're finally going to get been closed door meetings that they were not allowed to show us beforehand. So today we get to see some of that data. Some of that information. Let me try this. Go. That's a little bit better. Where should I put it though? I'm gonna put it right on my coffee cup. I don't want to hold it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just turn the laptop on. Just give me a second, guys. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm dizzy." Don't fall. All right, it should be a little bit better. When it focuses, there you go. The godly-like presence is back. The little sun in the background. And the birds are chiming in. All right, so that's what's happening today. The CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, is then expected to release its analysis of the bill early next week. So from a budget standpoint, how does it fare? And then a Senate vote is possibly as likely or possible as early as July 4th. So at this moment, we have the biggest unknowns. The market's asking the most amount of questions about this bill. We finally get to get the details. So at 9:30, expect a lot of volatility on the open, especially if it's something we haven't heard before, or it's something new, or new clauses that were never discussed. Expect the market to react to this in a big way, okay? Because healthcare is a very important part of the economy. It's a very important part of structure and safety for employees, all right, and for citizens as a whole. The ticker symbols that could be affected by this. Good morning, Dave. The ticker symbol that can be affected is UNH, AET, ANTM, CI, HUM. There's a lot of them. WCG, a lot of healthcare companies and insurers in there as well are going to be impacted by this. I just swatted a mosquito away. I already got bit twice. I got a spray. All right. Also, as an update, U.S. bank regulators today there's discussion of them having room to eliminate or modify or change Dodd-Frank aspects, but not fully repeal or remove that legislation. So we believe there's going to be some kind of changes to loosen regulation, but not in the sense that proprietary trading is going to be able to move back to the banks. If prop trading goes back to the bank desks, we're going to see a lot more volatility in the markets. A lot more money is going to be able to be made. I personally am for it. However, it allows banks to speculate and run books and portfolios that are very leveraged. They day trade a lot, okay? So they would probably do a lot more algorithmic trading that would impact the market in a lot more electronic manner. So I don't know if it's better for it or not. However, we don't think we're going to see that at all. Dodd-Frank will not change to allow banks to do prop trading once again. I think that's off the books, okay? Doesn't really benefit anyone except the banks profit-wise. Markets get a little bit more liquid, that's all. Donald Trump today, last piece of news. Donald Trump continues to talk about building his wall across the Mexico border. This time he said, hey, the Mexicans are going to pay for it. The Mexicans said, hell no, we're not. So they haven't paid for it, nor are they agreeing to pay for it. You got to think of different ways to make it happen. So what he said is he wants to build a wall with solar panels on top, so it generates energy to pay for much of the wall. So his talk has changed from Mexico's going to have to pay for it to Mexico's going to only have to pay a little bit of it to eventually, if he wants to get it done, Mexico's probably not going to pay any of it. So we're seeing a change in his aggression. He's moving more to a political process, which is good, right? Because it's all negotiation. You can't make somebody do anything, right? That's forceful behavior. It's not going to work. And politics is like building relationships. And then when you build a good relationships, you're allowed to ask for things. You're basically using people. Welcome to politics. That's why I never got into it. All right. That's what you're looking at. Today's markets. What else do we got to cover? It's kind of pretty much the update I had for you. I'll tell you how some of the markets are doing here. S&P is holding a 24.33 on the index. Oil rebounded off the 42, right off the 42, and just bounced. We think 44.05 is upside resistance to oil. So long up until 44.05, and then start to sell it around that area. 43.95 is where you could start to try some short-term opportunities to the downside. But we think a lot of traders are stuck in the short position. And I think we've kind of hit the low temporarily before we swing up and then come back down on oil. All right, U.S. dollars giving back some of its gains. Gold price is up to $12.54. Bonds have just broken through their high and sitting on 2017 highs. So that's something to note. When bonds are going up, that means that money is coming into bonds from somewhere else. Where is it coming from? Maybe it's from the S&P 500 selling futures. Maybe it's from another source. But with gold and bonds going up, you're seeing some of that institutional money get scared of equities, getting scared of risk, and plowing into safe haven assets. We, excuse me, we actually have a webinar coming up July 5th. I want you guys to check it out. Click the link below and register yourself now. It's free. We're going to talk about how to catch institutional money, see where it flows, what it's buying, what it's selling, and how to apply it to your trading strategy. It's a free weekly report that I'd say 1% of traders know about. 1% knows how to actually use it properly. All right. So get yourself registered and sign up. That webinar is July 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Sign up. Get in there. Make sure you're there. It'll be a great one, I promise you. Okay, guys, take care. Have a great day, YouTube. I bid you farewell. All the best. And I'll see you tomorrow, last day of the week. I'm traveling home tomorrow, or Saturday. No, tomorrow. But we're still having a webinar tomorrow. All right, take care, guys. Subscribers, hang tight. Give me 2 minutes. I need to end the YouTube broadcast and spray myself because I'm just getting chewed up. I must be tasty. See you guys.